Someone, you creative visionary. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future. Yes. I'm so happy now that the sun is out. Oh my goodness. Like, I really love the sun. Like, I really enjoy sun worship. Sun worship. So I want to talk about the future. The future. Did you hear? Let's gossip a bit. Let's have some intelligent gossip. Did you hear that Elon Musk has created a human-like bot that even talks like a human being? It even talks like a human being. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff. You can't make this stuff up. Last year, in Rebirth Your Vision, I did a course last year. If you don't know where it is, go to the Future Gen Leaders website, futuregenleaders.com/rebirth. I talked about the fact that bots are going to take over humanity. Yesterday's video, if you haven't watched it, please watch it here. Yesterday's video, I talked about listening. Human beings don't listen. They don't listen. They want to talk. They want to be right. Who died and made you God? They want to be the ones that are always right. Right. And I don't even think they realize the cost of wanting to be right. They don't understand what it costs other people. Their arrogance will cost other people. They don't. I think we live in a world where it's like nobody wants to listen. Everybody wants to be right. So if you watched yesterday's video, I was in India and I was talking about the fact that being in the city was agitating my senses, was really agitating my senses, because being out in nature gives me such peace that I can download and put things together and say, if this is happening, this is going to happen. If this is happening, this might happen. And just have all of those possibilities and just sit with the sun and let the sun just bless me as I bless the sun back, you know? And for the past 10 years, maybe even more, I have said that bots are going to take over. Bots are going to take over. I sounded like a crazy person when I kept speaking these things. When I came back from living in Japan and seeing robot hotel attendees, front desk. They have front desk robot attendees. I said to myself, we are in for a ride. The school system is designed to create children and human beings who cannot think. It doesn't matter. I have paid for people to go to private school. They came out as bots, disrespectful, arrogant bots. I have paid my own money, lots of it. And now we are at that stage now where we have bots now. And the bots are now going to take over humanity. It is not, you see, my word is a law because I download from the universe. The universe talks to me. I've worked with so many people, so many industries I've been. I love men. I really love to be around men because men get it. Not all men get it, but men kinda somewhat get it. They get it. And men are willing to pick up an AK-47 and pull that AK-47 and go to war. We as women are willing to sit and lie, watch soap operas, chase after, I need to find a man who's going to make love to me, so jealous, so jealous, so jealous. Telling me what to do, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Telling me what to do, I don't know what to do. We women just choose to be asleep. Even if another woman comes and says, yo, woman, wake up. This is what's about to happen. Your children are at risk here. You are at risk as a woman. These women will tell you you're lying. They will make up stories about you. They will ostracize you because they want to stay in these groups, in these cliques, and they want you to make you out to be the crazy one. But if you look at most of the jobs that can be replaced by a bot, it is mainly the jobs that women do. It's mainly the jobs that women do. Hospitality, it's jobs that a lot of women are in. Medical industry, a lot of women are in these jobs. If these bots take over, which is only a matter of time, what are we as women going to do? How are we going to feed our children? Because you know what happens? When men stop working, men get very angry. They get very angry. A purposeless man, a man with no money and a man with no job is a dangerous man. He is a dangerous man. This man, they can give him drugs, they can give him a weapon, he will go to war. And when these men die, the bots are going to be your husbands. They will put you on universal basic income. You will starve to death. You will starve to death. I have been saying this for 10 years. They have said I'm crazy. They have said I am all sorts of these things because I was just channeling truth. I have lived in many countries. I have traveled to many countries. I live on the fringes of society. I don't get myself involved in groups. I don't get myself involved in cliques because I don't want to mess up the connection I have with God consciousness by listening to gossip and lies and stories and scandals. I don't get myself involved in these things. That's why I can say 10 years before something happens, this is going to happen. It's going to affect you this way, this way, this way, this way. It's going to affect the men this way. It's going to affect the woman this way. It's going to affect the children this way. This is why I like to be around men. And when it comes to it, I would rather be with the men, and I will pick up an AK-47 and I will go and fight and I will die an honorable death instead of dying with a clique of women and a group of women who are crying, gossiping, complaining about what the government has done or what these billionaires are doing or what the problems are on planet Earth. Because if you think that the wars that are happening now are something, give me a whole bunch of men who don't have jobs, who have no money, who are purposeless. They will give them AK-47s and these men will fight. They will put you women on universal basic income and you will starve to death. And the robots will take over because the robots are human-like. Human-like. Therapists will lose their jobs. They will, because it's a feminine-based industry. There's, yes, quite a few men who are in the mental health industry, but most of the time when you look at therapists, it's women. AI can therapy you. A bot will sit there with human emotions and ask you, and how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? These are the problems with us as women. We like to shut down what we don't understand. We like to lie. We like to gossip. But when these things come to fruition and these things come true, which I said last year, bots are coming. Elon Musk has created a human-like bot. I understand why these billionaires are doing these sorts of things. God, honest truth, I understand it because I have worked with some of these souls. They are lazy. They have an attitude. They are vile. They are vicious. They are angry. They are bitter. They are filled with hatred. Give me a bot that is willing to do the work and doesn't need to get paid every single month and can just achieve the results. Men are results oriented. They have a penis out straight, results oriented. As women, we have vaginas round, round, and round. This is why we sit together in groups and hug each other and cry and talk. These men are trash. These men are creating bots that are going to take over your damn industries, and you are not going to have a job. And I don't know how you're going to feed your children. But here's the truth. I will not listen. I don't want to listen to complaining and gossiping. I will not listen. I will walk away and go pick up an AK-47 and fight with the men. This is truth. This is truth. I have said these things for many years. For many years. And now they are coming true. They are coming true. They said I was this and I was this and I was this. I was a liar. I was this. I was this. I was this. I was this. All of these things are coming true. The school system is a program designed to make bots who cannot think, who cannot take care of themselves, who are running around looking for a man to make love to them so gently. And these men are going to go to war. Because the wars have already begun. And they are online too. And it's occult season. In South Africa, the amount of children that they are killing because of during this occult season is quite something. It's quite something. Woman, when are we going to learn to shut up, sit down and meditate? Sovereignty. When are we going to learn to listen to the not with even this ear, because we can't even listen with this ear, but with the ear behind the ear. When are we going to learn to respect wisdom and stop talking? And stop talking. When are we going to learn? When the bots are taking over? At that point, you'll be complaining about no jobs. Already, South Africans are complaining about no jobs. Well, it's going to get more interesting because now the bots are going to take over. And they're just going to put you on universal basic income and you're going to keep complaining, and then I don't know what happens next. You're going to starve. My spirit team has now told me to keep quiet again. I will come back whenever they tell me to come back. I have proved everything I spoke about in Rebirth Your Vision last year. Same time this year, but last year. I've proved everything. It has come true. None of it has not come true. And now it's just going to accelerate because now we are living in Aquarius season. It's going to get even more ferocious. I am taking a stand. I would rather stand with the men and pick up an AK-47 and fight. These women, with their jealousies and their hatreds and their angers and their inability and not interested in going to therapy and working on themselves, instead of this, they are in groups, in cliques, in fashion, in all of these things. Not that fashion is not great. I really love beautiful clothes. You can see I'm wearing a nice little white dress, but I am tired. I am tired of these women. The only woman I am willing to even entertain are women who can think, who care about the children, the future of the children. These are the only women who I care to entertain. The other ones who want to be in groups and do their yogas and their green juices and they look pretty and all of this stuff. If you do not care about the children and the future, I will not listen to any of your problems or your sad stories. Africa, they are going to put you on universal basic income. They are going to do this to all of you. It is a program. That's why the school system is so bad. All around the world, it's so bad. It's a program. And then they're going to take over. I have said this for over 10 years. The only people that are going to make it are thinkers. Copy paste consciousness people are not going to make it. YouTube, oh, let me watch what she's doing on YouTube. Copy paste. Oh, let me see what she's doing on YouTube. Instagram, oh, people on Instagram, what are they doing? Copy paste, let me do. You're not going to make it because you do not have the ability to think for yourself. You are living in herd mentality, and herd mentality usually ends up in a disaster. Because you're all following some random person. I'm an alpha female. You don't know where that person is leading you. This is why I like sovereignty. Everything that I've said from last year, and if you don't know what I said and you want to know what's coming, please go to www.futuregenleaders.com/rebirth. Invest in that program. It will give you guidance of what's about to hit this planet. We are living in new energy. More and more of this new energy is coming through in the Aquarius age. It's going to be rock and roll. Before we get to the golden age, it's going to get real dark. Real dark. And you're going to have to be able to stand with yourself and your own thoughts, your own emotional resilience. Nobody's going to carry you. You've never seen a bird carrying another bird. Ever. Because if it's not the tsunamis that might get you, it's the floods. If it's not the floods, it's the fires. If it's not that, it's going to be the financial system. If it's not that, it's the earthquakes. If it's not that, it is something that is going to get you. If you're not emotionally and psychologically fucking strong, you going out. I am telling you this. My word is a law. It never comes back void. I don't pick stuff out from the tree. Actually, I do. But, I don't make the stuff up. If it's not the floods, it's the tsunamis. If it's not the tsunamis, it's the earthquakes. If it's not the earthquakes, it's the financial system. If it's not the financial system, it is something that is going to get you. It's something that's going to get you. I'm unwilling to carry anyone. I have invested my own time, my own resources to get myself so strong mentally. When others were buying fashion and all of these things, oh, we can buy houses and we can buy this, a tsunami will just come through and wipe it all out. And then what? An earthquake will come and wipe it all out. Then what? Nothing on the outside of you can give you security. Only here, one with God. One with God. I don't know how to share this with human beings, but the golden age is coming. Actually, it's already here. But before we get to the golden age, even in the Bible, it says this, you cannot put new wine in old skin. Oh, what a beautiful butterfly. You cannot. So it must go dark and it must collapse first. What good is it for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul or her soul? Human beings, I pray peace over you. That's all I got. Bye.